Welcome to the Note to Self podcast. I'm your host, Zoe. I'm a certified professional life coach, serial entrepreneur, verified YouTuber, and published author. On this podcast, you can expect actionable tips, reflections, and inspiration to live your best, most fulfilling life. So, let's get started. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Note to Self. Today's Note to Self is on reframing failures. So, I personally do not believe in failures. There is no such thing as failures. There is only feedback. But I just want to acknowledge and validate how it feels when you put a lot of energy, your heart into something, and it doesn't go the way that you expected, planned, or thought it would, right? That can create triggers inside of us. It can create a lot of uncomfortable feelings and emotions, but it is just a part of this game of life. So it is so natural to experience that. So today I want to really offer you a powerful reframing of failures. And this is something that I actually just worked on just about a half an hour ago. I was working through it with my kinesiologist. And what I brought to the kinesiology session was this feeling like, and it's around YouTube, but part of me, my ego is like, Zoe, just stop it with talking about YouTube. But I feel like YouTube's been such a powerful mirror for me. So I will keep talking about it. I will keep using it as an example because I also feel like it's something that each of you can resonate with. And I feel like it just represents putting myself out there in the world, allowing myself to be seen, which is something that I feel like we can all relate to, whether you're a YouTuber, an entrepreneur, whether you're on social media or not. This can be in relation to putting yourself out there, opening up, being vulnerable, and having things not go the way that by the way that you thought or anticipated, or having things feel cloudy or even like a failure. So, what I brought forth to this kinesiology session was this feeling that I experienced earlier in the week that it sort of showed up as a questioning of myself. Why did I stay plateaued at a certain amount of subscribers for so long? Or why didn't my YouTube channel continue to grow? Why didn't I continue on an upwards trajectory? Why didn't that work out? And I think the why didn't that work out is something that quite a few of us can relate to. And what we ended up coming to as a conclusion and as a powerful reframe during this session was that the past is part of the foundation, but it is not the destination. I'm going to repeat that. The past is part of the foundation, but it is not the destination. Because what I was attached to, or what I was carrying around as some baggage around YouTube, was this bag of questions. Why didn't it work out? Why did it go that way? What was I doing wrong? Or why didn't that feel right? Or why couldn't I keep consistent? Or what was up with that? The truth is, YouTube was just actually one part of my foundation, but it actually was never my destination. And I just needed to shine a light on that and bring clarity to that in order to release it. Again, awareness is 90% of the transformation. I need to shine a light on this weird feeling about YouTube in order, again, to set myself free to a new level. Because YouTube was a part of the foundation of putting myself out there in the world, of being an entrepreneur, of creating passive income for myself. But it actually was not the destination. I actually didn't want to be a YouTuber as, let's say, my prime label. And while I was, I think, 2 years into YouTube, I had already made the decision. I don't actually want YouTube to be my main thing because I don't trust this platform. Just seeing how the algorithm worked on the other side, it just felt like a game. And again, it also felt like being employed by someone else. And those of you who are entrepreneurs, self-starters, go-getters out there, I think you can relate to that of like, you just want your freedom. And so it almost felt like YouTube was a boss. And I was like, nah, I don't actually think that's the way that I want to go. So again, the past was part of my foundation, but it actually is not the destination. It actually is not where I'm going, but I needed it. It was crucial in the journey of my life. We all need to play around in the sandbox. That's sort of a metaphor that I use. We needed to play around in the sandbox. We needed to get dirty. We needed to get messy. We needed to have quote unquote failures, if you will, so that we could gain clarity and contrast, which is the feedback. So, again, there's no such thing as failure. It's all only feedback. And you need to explore and give yourself permission to explore and let it be safe and totally okay for you to explore, because all you're ever doing is creating feedback for the destination which you're going towards. If I think about the destination that I'm continuously moving through or moving towards and have always been moving towards, it is one of a wealthy woman with a life of freedom who is of ultimate service to others and inspiring and igniting them to follow their dreams and go after their dream lives and show them what's possible, right? YouTube was just one aspect of that. This podcast is one aspect of that. The new business that I've started in Indonesia is just one aspect of that. There are so many ways in which I'm doing that. And there's so much power in recognizing that perhaps something that you might be labeling or seeing as a failure of the past is actually just part of the foundation. It needed to happen. It needed to happen because you need a solid foundation of life experience in order to reach the destination. So, I hope that this video sparked something for you guys. I hope that it granted you some awarenesses. If it did, and you feel like you could share this with someone who needs to hear it, who might be feeling like they've found themselves in a failed opportunity or a failed chance, please do. We can all help each other with this. And I also want to invite you to my course, Write Your Story, which is presently open for enrollment until May 12th. Doors close after May 12th, and I won't be launching this course for another 6 to 12 months. So if you feel like you've got a story in you, a book in you that you would like to bring to fruition into this world to create new opportunities for yourself and create a flow of passive income, definitely click the link in the show notes to learn more. And I would be so happy to see you inside. And yeah, just sending you all the love. And remember, there's no such thing as failures. It's only feedback. And you know where you're going. And that's all that matters. I love you so much. And I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for listening to Note to Self. If you enjoyed this episode, please help me out by rating and reviewing this show on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If my energy is resonating with you and you feel the call to work with me, there are an abundance of ways to do so. I offer one-to-one life coaching programs, mastermind containers, and DIY courses, all of which are available through my website, zoearielpoulsen.com. Until next time, take note of all the abundance that surrounds you as you make the most of this game called life.